Hey guys, it's Mark from AfterBuzz TV here on the purple carpet at the Paley Center for the 100th episode celebration of the Goldbergs. Now, before we get into the Goldbergs, I have to tell you what I've been doing all day, and it's your fault.
What did I do?
I have been doing nothing but singing Strong, Sweet, and Southern.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
When I was doing my research, as I'm, that's my one job here today, and I had listened to one of the other ones, and then I saw a new episode, and I was like, oh, there's a new one. I'm like, oh, I should look at that. And I was like, oh, this.
I'm so glad.
I've literally been listening. My song that I've been listening to before that was Meghan Trainor, Me Too. That's been on loop for a while, and you're replacing Meghan Trainor.
You know what's hilarious? Actually, fun fact. So the producer of Meghan Trainor's entire first album produced Strong, Sweet, and Southern.
No way.
So you got a little bit of that, like the horns and things. Yes. So that's funny that you make that connection. You heard it.
Literally listened to it all the way to work and back today on my way here. Obsessed.
Thank you so much. Yay.
And I want to know about this tour when it happens.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I will have the date.
So, and then another thing I realized was I actually watched X Factor when you were on it. I was like, it's literally the only season I watched. And when I saw the Dakota Rain, I was like, what? I watched that. But it was obviously before this, so I didn't know. But tell me how that transition happened.
Wow, well, that's a long story. I grew up in Dallas, and back in 2011, I think it was, my mom was like, hey, the X Factor is doing a thing in the U.S., you should definitely audition. And I was like, I don't know, Mom, like, that's kind of weird. And I kind of just did it to please her, and one thing led to another, and I ended up getting on the show. I was put into a girl group, Dakota Rain, and then we went to 9th place. So after that, I think we hung on as a group for about a year after that, but it was hard because we were all across the country. So I started auditioning again for shows because it was something that I was trying to do outside of music, and I got very, very lucky that I was able to book this incredible show, and it somehow tied in together that she could even do music on the show. So it was like, it's great.
Yeah, no, I said it's so funny when I do these, and I learn so much more about people that these shows that I'm watching that I adore. Let me just tell you how much my husband and I sit on the bed and watch the Goldbergs. I was talking to another good friend of mine. There's very few shows that make me genuinely laugh out loud, and the Goldbergs makes me laugh out loud. How has this been for you? Like just going to get a coffee bean, you know?
You know what's crazy is after all the amount of times I went on auditions for different shows, even before X Factor, there wasn't any connection that I had with the show until I had this script in my hands. And these writers are so incredible. And I was like, this is the kind of comedy I want to do, this kind of show I want to do. It's the kind of thing that me and my dad grew up watching, these sort of sitcoms on television. It's a specific kind of comedy, and so I was like, I have to get this part no matter what it takes. So for me, I have a personal level where I just love it as a fan, so to even be a part of it is just such an honor, and now to be 100 episodes in.
Did you know Wendy or Jeff or George before you started the show, their careers or anything about them?
Oh, I definitely, all of them, but individually obviously. And so when I heard that first Wendy was booked to be on the show before anyone else, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's from Bridesmaids, and so I was like, this is it, this is what I have to do. And I got so lucky that I was actually, I think, the first person that they saw for Erica. It was kind of just, I really think it was a fate thing. And so I'm so blessed that I get to work with her and next to her, especially being as hilarious as she is and great at improv. Which makes it hard sometimes for me to work beside her and be like, oh, you're just going to throw that out there and I'm going to have to act like that's normal. Okay. Yeah.
Just take some improv classes. You'll be fine, girl.
Exactly. No pressure.
All right, so I'll wrap with this question. Might be a little tough, so I'll give you a couple seconds to think. So if you had to do a mixtape of your experience on the Goldberg, what would some of those tracks be?
So was it like 80s?
I was going to say 80s, but I'm not going to limit it to that. I'm going to let you choose whatever, because I want to know genuinely what this experience has been like in song for you.
In song.
Strong, Sweet, and Southern, maybe?
It's definitely a little less Southern, but yes. Strong and sweet. I feel like with the Journey song, of course the name is blanking, for the one that everyone knows.
I know.
Why is it? Yes. I don't know why, but the feeling you get when you listen to that song is something I feel like I get every day working on set. As far as a whole mixtape, that's a lot of work. Yeah. Don't Stop Believing. All right, let's throw one in there.
This reminds you of Wendy McClendon hubby.
Oh man. It's gonna be a either Oh my gosh, why am I blanking? It starts with an F. It's from the 80s. It's a band. What is the name? F with the beautiful Stevie Nicks was the lead singer. Come on. Why am I? It's like when we're thinking about it, we can't think of it. Fleetwood Mac. Yes. It would be some sort of Fleetwood Mac song to represent Wendy. She's been trying to get me to sing a cover of a Fleetwood Mac song for years, and I need to like do that for her. So it's
well, I'm wishing you all the best with the show. I hope you have an amazing night tonight, and I'm pulling for Strong, Sweet, and Southern to hit number one.
So much to me. And tell your husband I said hi.
I will.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hi.
I'm learning.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Take care.